Good morning, Jesus. Good morning.
Is required by law being enacted by the House of Legislature. Also be able to get the challenges and the progress. So with that being said, we thought it was a need to dispel rumor about on our ministry. We were able to nip in the bud the dist and misinformation. That yes indeed, since of our inception leadership, at no point in time record
All right, and so good afternoon, folks, wherever you are, however you find your life. This is how I would like to welcome you to an informational edition of the program Real Talk Liberia. On this edition of the program is where we are going to be giving you all of the necessary information relating to the program. That is, when will the program come on? How will the program uh, be produced, and what are some of the things that we are going to be discussing on the program. This is what we are going to be talking today, and I have been joined by my colleague Vati, who will be introducing himself. Welcome, Vati.
Okay, we're going. Let's thank you ever so much, Abba. Thank you for the program, and I would like to say welcome from my side. And good afternoon, good evening. So welcome to the program. Real Talk Liberia. Sorry about because my internet was let's say was actually disrupted earlier. Someone was calling me. So whatever you are, I would like to say thank you for joining us. And this is Real Talk Liberia. I would like to appreciate Abba for this program, and I'm a co-host today, Favi. We'll be bringing you this program every morning, Wednesday and Friday at about this time, 3 o'clock. But due to other let's say be with you.
Uh, Network is like the internet is kind of bad. You are coming in broken. Hello, Vavi, are you there?
Yeah, yeah. I said somebody try calling me. Someone just calling me back to back. So that one.
Okay, all right, I see. All right, and so as Vafi has said, this is the program Real Talk Liberia. This program will be coming your way every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at about 3 o'clock p.m. Liberian time. And we would like to apologize for the date of delay. It was due to some technical problem beyond our control. Our national current system left the building, and we have been trying to work out ways that we can bring the program to you. So wherever you are, however you're doing us, I would like to say a pleasant welcome to you. And so I will go back to Vavi as we discuss what are some of those things we are going to be talking about. What are some of those issues we are going to be talking about? And remember, this is Real Talk Liberia. We are not sugarcoating anything here. We're not hiding behind any corner to say, you know, we want fire around and make no fun. No, we are not doing that. We are talking to you the real way. And they say talking Liberia the real way, and that is
No.
what we are going to be doing here. Yeah, so Vavi, what are some of those things we are going to be discussing on this program?
No. There are many national issues that are supposed to be discussed. Quote unquote. There are many headlines. We're looking at the situation between Liberia and Guinea border is still on hand. They have not been solved yet. Looking at the former representative, issue number 10, still on the way Kodoba. And we're looking at the Ebola crisis, also the outbreak. We're looking at all many pressing issues on hand. So firstly, I
Okay,
would like
so
for us to
go ahead.
yeah. We can discuss that bit by bit. Maybe we see how best we can get to the Guinea and Liberia border, which is very essential for us to discuss because we can be living in a country where fear have taken over.
All right, and so firstly, as Vafi has said, there are a series of issues that are happening within the country that needs to be discussed. But well, we are going to do it bit by bit, as we said. We are going to touch what we can touch and make our input on what we can make our input on. And as we go about, a topic will come up and we will touch those topics that will be coming up. But remember, as I said, this is an informational section. This is an informational edition of the program, Real Talk Liberia. So we are not doing the actually real talk today. What we are doing is that we are just touching few topics and giving you information about the program. That is the dates the program will be coming on, the time the program will be coming on, what are those segments that we are going to be having on the program, what are those topics that we are going to be discussing on the program. Those are things that we are actually going to be mostly concerned with on today's edition of the program, as we are just giving information out to our followers, to our viewers. And so, as Ravi has said, there is an issue at the Liberia and Guinea border. And as it stands, this issue remains unsolved. Uh, though there have been calls for series of ways that these issues could be addressed. But up to now, the government is telling the citizens that yes, indeed, we know that this problem needs to be addressed. But what we are doing now, we are using the diplomatic means to address these issues. We do not want to get into confrontations with our neighboring countries. We do not want to get into a form where we will have to go to war. We do not want that to happen because we know what war can do to a nation. So every time this issue come up, the government says, well, we are taking the diplomatic way. What are those diplomatic ways that the government could be taking? One, we recently saw an engagement. between the government of Liberia and that of the government of Guinea. We also saw an engagement between the government of Liberia and that of the government of Sierra Leone. We saw also a series of engagement at the ECOWAS Parliament. We also saw a series of engagement with the ECOWAS member states. And when the government says we are doing a diplomatic means, that is what they are trying to say. That, well, we are calling on other people to come into the matter because we do not want to address it as it is coming. Because if we begin to address it as it is coming, it means definitely we will start to head into chaos. And we know what the country has done before, and we do not want to put the country to that place again. But critics are saying that, well, although the government are claiming that they are addressing this issue in a diplomatic form, they are seeing that the government are actually not doing anything to solve the issue between the Guinea and Liberia border. Up to now, we still have members of the Guinean military still occupying a part of the land. We still have activities that are going on, activities that are being carried on by the Guinean army. And every time fresh stories come, every time fresh news comes, and we see it, and there are concerns as to what actually is the government doing to solve this issue between Liberia and Guinea. Is the government waiting for the government of Guinea to finally own or take control of the land before they start to do something? Or will they sit there and continue going with their diplomatic means until the Guineans start to settle and they start to take over the land? So, what exactly is the government doing? Rafi, it's over to you.
For Abba, firstly, I would like to say, I would like to put it this way: that Bureau is not exercising a diplomacy, let's say, formula, because for what I'm looking at, we if Liberia were using the diplomacy way at the 40 years, things are going to be settled. There are other hidden issues that on the carpet that we feel that we will discuss it. We feel that we will meet numerously. We feel that we will call all our countries or president around to see our best. We can have things settled. But yeah, instead, we are still fooling ourselves. We are still fooling ourselves. We have to be very sincere. We have to be very sincere to the citizen. We have to be very sincere to other people who want to step in. We as a country cannot keep pretending that everything is okay. That what Liberia have, we're having regional organization and that of diplomacy. We're having the MRU, we're having the ECOWAS. Yeah, instead, we have confronted the ECOWAS, we have confronted the MRU. Yeah, instead, the Guineans are still occupying our territory. The big question is, what is happening? What is still on the sleeve? What our leaders are hiding for us? We cannot keep living in fear. Our citizens cannot be intimidated every time by another armed men for another country. It's bad. It's bad. Look at when the incident took place. People living from the border, throwing mattresses on their head, pocket almost like they were living doing almost like water had come again. Living in fear. So for what I see, our leaders supposed to be very, very, very bold to us and tell us what have been the problem, what have caused the problem. Up to now, we have not gotten any explanation yet. Yeah, and there they have a couple of meetings. Yeah, and there every time you say we are engaged in serious discussion. Yeah, and there we are trying to raise seize down the whole tension. Yeah, instead the people are still occupying the land. For me, the leaders have to be very, very, very much clear to us. They have to be very sincere. They have to talk the truth. They have to say the truth.
Okay, you are saying that the government needs to talk the truth, needs to say the truth. As if to say you there is a truth that you are aware of and you want it to be said. Now, the government has said that they are taking the diplomatic means to solve the issue, which is by going out to the various regional bodies, by reaching out, having an engagement with their Guinean counterpart, and also meeting with their Sierra Leonean counterpart as well. And remember, this is not only Liberia that is being affected by this. Sierra Leone is also in the process, and Sierra Leone is also joining Liberia to take the
But
diplomatic. If you say,
before
if you
you go
say,
further, look at before you go further, look at after doing the African summit again, if I can recall just recently, look at the
mhm.
Guinean president asking our president how is the current situation at the Guinean Liberia. What sort of insult is that? What is that? Telling in asking the Liberian president what is the current situation? Do we look answerable to anybody?
Well, of
Or
course,
why is the
yes.
president happy?
So I believe that he asked the president responded. So since you follow it, what was the response that the president gave him?
Honestly, honestly, the entire response, the entire response from the president was I would let us say it was actually irrelevant.
So now
Almost like
we have to understand that in Liberia, uh, there are certain places that we should not be thinking about going back to. There are certain things we should not be thinking of doing as a country. And one is the issue of going back to war. And that is one thing that the government of Liberia currently is doing all they can in their own weak way to make sure that they avoid that issue about going back to war. Same with the government of Sierra Leone, as it happened with them. Even there were videos that were circulating where Sierra Leoneans were being deported from Guinea, put in truck and sent back to their country. Yet and still, there was not a single response from Sierra Leone up to now. So, what are you trying to say that the steps
for,
that Sierra Leone are taking
for,
also is
for
that they are not being fair
on the
to their people?
contrary, what do you really expect? What do you
Mhm.
really expect? That there's what you think is really happening is it that the Guinean are swap out the us or what vision?
So it could be
What
anything that is
what
happening,
are they?
and what could be that the Guineans are trying to flex their muscles. You saw the people were just showcasing weapons. They received weapons recently from Russia, and they are showing it all over. So
Yeah,
maybe they want to flex their muscles, and Liberia
yeah,
is not
to
just in
tell
a
you,
position to do that
you,
now. Liberia,
about
Liberia,
to tell you how Labrador is of is I read that I don't know I said Mickey Moore because imagine people are sending weapons down to Guinea while the China government sending drums and microphone to all to our army to go listen to music.
yeah, because
Oh, you see that
sincerely,
all?
so you have to understand the relationship with Liberia and China is quite different as it compares to the relationship with Liberia and the United States of America. China is not the one that should be supplying Liberia with weapons. You know that
So
very well.
so
You
what?
know
Okay,
that
so what
very
is the
well.
connection? So what is the connection between Guinea and that of Russia?
Uh, Are you trying to tell me that you do not know the founding fathers of Guinea? Is that what
Oh,
you are trying
but
to tell me right now?
for what thing?
So the thing is quite simple. If China starts supplying Liberia with weapons, there's
With
going to be
drone,
a
with drone,
serious issue with the
mystical drone.
United States government. I think I understood what I'm saying very clearly. China cannot be supplying Liberia with weapons while America is not doing it. There is going to be an issue of diplomacy. And that is why you're seeing what is happening. And apart from that, Liberia is not in a position, Liberia is not thinking about going to war, and Liberia will not go to war with Guinea. Because we as Liberians that are calling for this war, we forgetting to know that if this thing starts to happen, we will be the same one to go through the hardship.
We
We
do
will be
not
the same
want
one to
war,
go through
Abba.
everything.
We do not want
So
war.
if the
They are,
government is using diplomacy and you say they should not use it, what other means do we expect them to use?
no, I'm not saying the country should not use. The people say, no, no, no.
You say they are
Stop getting
not
it
using
wrong.
it. You said they are not using it,
I
they are
said
putting
they are not
Liberian people
putting it.
in good control the tube. What other means do you want them to do? They have reached
I
a case,
said
so
the
the ECOWAS
country.
is bloody.
I said the only way this diplomacy will be handled properly
Mhm.
until the leaders of this country will be very sincere to us about what happened. They're not truthful.
So
They are not
unless you
truthful.
are trying to say, Bavi, that the leadership is not sincere and that there is something, I think I mentioned this before, there is something or there is an information that maybe you or others are aware of. Since this is the case, if the government is not being truthful to the Liberian people and there are informations that are being hidden, I think we, as the media, it is our responsibility for these information to be given out to the public. Instead of keep on saying the government is not being truthful, the government is not being truthful. What is the problem? What do you think is the reason for which we currently in this situation? What do you think?
My man. Don't be going back and forth. We all know. We all know.
I don't know.
Uh,
I don't know.
we
I
we
don't know.
we,
What I
we
know is what I've said. What I
yeah, we
know
all
is what
know.
I have said. So what
My
do you
man,
know?
okay. Firstly, right? The Guinean, no country will just wake up. No country will just wake up. No country will just wake up in the morning or any time and go to another country to occupy their territory. It's not possible. So definitely, you should know that there is something that the other countries have done. Most especially, there are countries that share common border, common culture. Everything we share. Everything we share similar things together. Yes, they. That's why I'm saying once you see somebody living in another country or army living in their country going to another country where they are sharing common boundary, then means something happen. Because the Guinea will not just wake up one morning and just go occupy Liberia land with nothing happening. Why can't we be truthful? Why can't we be truthful? So well, simple scenario. So about you there, you in studio there. You were able in the morning to just wake up and just beat on your children for no reasons. You're not able now. There should be authentic reason for which you are beating on your children, or there should be authentic reason for which you are talking maybe to your wife or to your woman. No day you just wake up and start talking. So yeah, it's a Guinea will not just leave their country, their army to come and occupy the Guinean the Guinean let's say Guinean soldier will not just leave their country to come to Liberia and occupy our land on nothing that let's say Liberia had done. So
So
is
let's be fair. Let's be fair on this platform. Are you
my man,
trying to say?
our
Are
our
you
people are
trying
dishing
to
out.
say?
Our people
Are
are
you,
dishing out.
Basi, are you trying
Yeah.
to tell that there have not been an explanation concerning what is happening at the Guinea and Liberian border?
Have you
Is
have
that what
you
you are
have
trying to
you
say?
but have you had the executive mansion one day come out with the actual report on what have been discussed between the two let's say country heads?
So now I think this is where I would say we actually need to be informed if we want to come to inform people, because Liberia have explained what happened, including Guinea have explained what happened at the border, and the processes that are ongoing. So if you say there have been no explanation that the government, both Guinea and Liberia have explained, have disclosed information relating to issues concerning the border tension. So if you
I'm
say
now
that
saying
no information,
no. No, you're getting it wrong. I'm not saying there is no information coming. I said
that's what you have
numerous of
been saying.
numerous of discussion. There have been numerous of discussion being held between the two countries here.
Mhm.
But we get we but every time they have settled, they have settled. There is no tangible or lesser discussion that it has not been fruitful because the people are still occupying our territory. So what can we do? So
This is
since
what we are doing.
okay, so how long will it take?
As long as you can take for the matter to be settled, nothing, you are not forcing anything. You are not forcing anything. You see, this is what we have to understand. You cannot force what is happening now because you do not want the outcome that you are looking at, which is war. So you have to wait until the institutions that you are informed about the situation can do their own private investigation and come up with their report and meet with the both bodies. Liberia is not the one settling case again. The regional bodies are now the one moving out to see how they can settle these problems. Liberia is not the one. So if you stay expecting Liberia to be running around and say, I don't want settling case, then it means that you are wrong. It means that you are wrong. Regional bodies have been informed about the situation and they are in charge of it. So if you think that Liberia will still be running, if that is what you want to see, it means that then you are understanding the whole issue the wrong way.
No,
Yes,
no, no,
indeed,
no, no, no,
Guinea are still
no, no,
occupying the
no.
land, and they will remain occupying the land because they have a claim. They have a claim, and that claim is being denied by Liberia, which is they are not the owner of the land. And this matter has then reached to other regional bodies who are looking into the issue. So
So
what do we
what?
expect Liberia to continue doing?
So where is the current stance? So where is the current stance?
The
And
current
currently,
state is
the
that the
yeah,
matter is still under review.
it's still on review.
Of course.
So our people will continue to be in living fear.
When
Our
you
citizens will
say
continue to
people
be
living in fear,
intimidated.
what do you mean? Are your people being intimidated?
Oh, when the Guinean soldiers are occupying our territory with arms. So wait, what do you expect? Are
So,
those both speak
so what you people,
English?
what you people want this? I don't understand. Are Guinean soldiers the only people that are at that particular point right now, or the Liberian army are also present? So if you say
It
the
is not a
Guinean soldiers, if you say the Guinean soldiers are harassing your people, our people, then what is the presence of the Liberian army there doing? Are they there playing? Are they allowing the Guinean army to go and harass uh, 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 the Liberians at that point? Which is actually no. And we have seen videos that are come up where the Guinean army are trying to go further into the land and they were stopped by the Liberian armies and sent back. And they said they were just patrolling, wanted to view the area, and they were sent back. So why are we not saying this also? We only say Guinea occupying the space. Is it only the Guinean armies that are there? No. Liberian presence are there also. The army are also there. So why are we not saying this also? Since we want to be fair. Since we want to be fair. The Liberian army is also present at the point. Guineans are not harassing any single Liberian.
About
We have
we are not doing ourselves well. We are not doing ourselves good, and we are not doing nothing for this country in terms of the matter. We cause the issue. We cause the problem. We cause the problem. So I want you to get that we cause the problem.
from which investigation have you decided on that?
Okay, since you asked me the
That
question, then I will come back with you.
Guinea will come and claim a land and you say we caused a problem. What investigation have you done or carried out to say that Liberians are the one that caused the problem?
So 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 the machine are over the Makuna River. So where were you?
The machine are over the Makona River.
Uh-huh.
I listen to you now.
So the water that between Labrador and Guinea,
Mm-hmm.
where does it belongs like it belongs to Labrador one? Like I said earlier, the Guinean one, the Niger wake up one morning and start to occupy our territory. So definitely that something happened that brought cause the problem. Now we are going to a, so we expect them to come out to let's say to us and be fruitful. What have been the cause of this problem? What you go do on the water packaging machine there? They ask you say you are taking sin. So and the only place you see say yeah, for me, I believe, uh, maybe they seen guys that are working over the drag machine or over the Makona River. May I believe some people, so because that brought in Guinea chef, common pantry, common land. So maybe people who work on the machines started to because they will just walk and cross the river. In the evening after work, they go back Guinea. So I believe those that are working there, they were the same people who start to feed information out or in Guinea there that not only saying the people are money. So the Guinean not just wake up one morning and start to what to own territory.
Okay, so now you see, uh, it is clear that you have listened to the reports. It is clear that you are aware of the situation of the borders, but you are trying to bypass it and make it that kind of a way. Now, since you brought it up, I knew that you knew about it, but you wanted to add that you didn't know, and you start to bring all kind of information. It's clear that this is the Guineans are claiming that yes, indeed, Liberians were mining sand on the river. The Guineans also reported that yes, indeed, they are aware. They were the one that gave the team the permission to mine sand over the river. But according to them, they have a reason to believe that the Liberians are not only mining sand. So until an investigation can be done to prove that yes, indeed, the Liberians are not are only mining sand and nothing else, they will have their presence there so that no one else can go over the water and mine again. Are you
But
you are not aware of that?
no, I'm aware, but that's not being aware.
Why now? Why now are you making it look that the Guineans present they are harassing people, they are shooting, they are arm robbing, or they are killing people? Why
My
are you making
man,
it look that way?
I'm not saying the Guineans are shooting. I'm not saying the
You said they are
Guineans are
harassing people.
forcing casualties. No,
You
I'm
said they are
saying
harassing people.
no. Rather than sure, I think we have to play back the video because I never say Guinea
Okay, so you
harassing
say
people.
Guineans are harassing people.
No, no.
All right, so this is Real
I
Talk
don't say Guinea.
Liberia. This is Real Talk Liberia, and we are discussing issues relating to the growth and development of Liberia. And currently, we are looking at the issue of between the Guinea and Liberian border, where the Guinean has the presence of their army. Also, the Liberian government have the presence of their army, and there is an ongoing investigation that is pending, and we look forward to hearing what will come up as to whether they claim by the Guinean government that Liberians were not mining only sand, but they were also mining other resources. We look forward to seeing that report coming up, where Liberia will have to pay whatever fine for violating whatever resource management bill that they should have kept. But until then, we will say So far, it's peaceful. The Liberian army are present. The Guinean military is also present. And there is no tension. There is no one harassing anybody at the border. And that is one fight. And all we can say is that we have to keep our fingers crossed and look up to the government of Liberia to come up, including the government of Guinea and that of the government of Sierra Leone, to come up with that investigative report that will now tell us as to whether what we are waiting to hear, we can hear it. But until now, this is Real Talk Liberia. I'm here with Vafi Conan, and we are working, doing all we can to have Chris Kennedy here joining us. And once he's here, the discussion will move on. But
So
yeah,
let me just add to what you were saying. So, folks, this is the Real Talk Liberia. Like you rightly hear he said, this is the Real Talk Liberia. The program comes your way every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We serve you fascinating show. Like I said, we don't sugarcoat. We speak the undiluted truth. So you like it or not, don't follow. But once you can, we will speak it. So, pertaining to Guinea and Liberia border issue, I would like to say, Liberia, nobody want war, want peace, but they should step up their diplomatic engagement with the MRU and that of the ECOWAS to see how best they can solve this problem. Nobody want war. Just that anything you cause your second to face it. Yeah, that's the issue. So we just gotta pray, step our game. We don't want war. Let's continue to engage at the rightful path. Yeah.
let's let's continue to engage at the rightful path. That was the statement there from Vafi Conan, who is here with me on the program Real Talk Liberia. Let's take this break. Let's take this short break to be right, right back. All right. All right, and so folks, I would like to say a pleasant welcome back to the program. We are Talk Liberia on Image TV, and as we said, this is an informational section, and it is important that we come on the platform and inform our people about happenings in Liberia. This program will be coming your way every Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday at about 3 o'clock p.m. Liberian time. And we ask you, our dear followers, our well wishers, to please make it your business to follow this program. Make it your business to log in and help us to share this program and invite others to also come and watch the program. Well, I've been here with you along with Baki Kone, and on this note, this is how we like to come to an end of the program as we take our break for today to be back on Wednesday at 3 o'clock p.m. Liberia time. Until then, have yourself a wonderful time and thanks for being here with us.